Hey guys, it's Ethan here from Extreme RC 4x4, and today I'm going to be talking about a couple New Year's resolutions, as well as this footage plays in the background. I hope the sound's not too bad because it's just coming straight from my iPad, but other than that, let's get straight into it. You might have noticed, I don't know if you can tell or not, but there might be tracks from my Kyosho Blizzard. I was out driving that earlier that day, and it's plenty of fun, but it goes through batteries wicked fast. And anyways, I have changed up the trail finder a little bit. I did take the bed off of it and switch to that rear cab plate, but it is not like epoxied or glued in yet. I haven't made a final decision on that yet. But I've also gone ahead and put the other bumper in it that I had a while ago. It's like a winch bumper, but I haven't been able to get a winch into it so far. It's really tight, but anyways, so one of my first New Year's resolutions that relates to the YouTube channel is being like better prepared for videos, such as having tools out and possibly researching a topic before I talk about it and tell my opinion about it, as well as when I'm down here. This is kind of a storage room area that I have my setup in, and I always turn the water heater off and the furnace off because they're very noisy, and it makes it have better quality audio if I just have them off. You might be able to hear something else runs in the background. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I need to try really hard to turn the water heater and the furnace back on when I'm done with that, and I'm sure my family will appreciate that. But after that, I'd really like to finish up my Ford Bronco project and maybe get a quick video out while I'm building it. I always like watching those videos. And I'd like to give you guys a couple tips for people that are interested in doing something like that. Another thing I'd like to do is I'd like to try to become more of an often poster. Usually when I do post, I have a couple of videos built up so that I can post about 3 videos a week. Usually I do like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That seems to work out well for me, and maybe even more videos if I do feel like it. But I'd like to continually post instead of having on and off weeks or on and off months, because I do really enjoy doing this. It's just when I get out of it that I get lazy about it. Also, I would like to finish up more of my projects because my Ascender is just sitting down here on the shelf, and I have driven it indoors, but I still have to do body work on it and such. I don't exactly know what I want to do with that yet, but I do want to do something with it other than keep it as just a K5 like most people have. There's also the Bronco, and I believe like an older K10 Truggy now that is available on the Ascender chassis, as well as finishing up the Bronco. And I would like to do a couple things to the trail finder. I have a couple parts that I'm going to install on it, like a skid plate for it, because I still have the stock skid plate, and that seems to be the only thing stopping this truck in most situations. But I've also got a couple of models, so you will be seeing a couple of like snap together or a not super complex, but they are models, and I will be showing them on the channel, as well as I do now have a Proline Ambush 4x4, which is a micro crawler, so we'll probably do some micro crawling videos, because that trail trekker has been kind of not really working so well for the past little while. So anyways guys, those are a couple of New Year's resolutions. I'd also like to keep my shop more clean. That's another one I just thought of, because it gets really dirty in here, and I just seem to bounce from one project to the next, and I never really clean up, and when it is clean I just want to work on stuff. But the only table that's clean usually is the one that I record on. The two other tables, I have a sander on and a bandsaw that is by the water heater, as well as a bunch of stuff piled up under it. And the other table has miscellaneous stuff like tires and batteries and a charger, and now I even have a TV there so I can watch other YouTube videos while I work on my trucks. So I guess another thing I have tried is doing the live streaming. It was a little bit difficult for me when I first tried the live stream because I was unfamiliar with the products that I was working with. I was working on my Kyosho Blizzard, so that's kind of where my research before I film is going to come in. Even though I know people like stuff to see it coming straight out of the package with a factory seal, sometimes I think it might be just best if I get it out and look at it for a little while so that I can explain it better to you guys. And also, other than that, I got some parts coming. I'd like to do sort of a rebuild on my Axial Yeti. It's getting kind of squeaky, and I'd like to drive that more often because I feel like I don't really drive it that often. And I would like to do some more running videos because I feel like I do mostly shop videos because I really find that I enjoy working on trucks more than driving them sometimes, but that's okay. It's always more fun when you have a friend with you. Usually my dad will come out and drive with me with his honcho, and that's always fun. We have some other micro crawlers, so that's not just me. We have more family members with the micro crawlers, and I guess I'd like to do a couple videos on showing just basic modifications that you should be able to do, and maybe some styrene skills that are definitely a good thing to know when you just want to make something yourself. So thank you guys if you've made it this far. I hope you enjoyed this. Maybe leave some of your New Year's resolutions in the comments below, because I know mine aren't the best ones that I've ever had so far, but I would like to grow the channel and keep on working on this, even though I do have school and other things. This is definitely a great hobby. So thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a nice day, and I will see you guys in the next video.